Hey guys, welcome back to Gab with Gab and Kenz. I'm Gab.
I'm Ken.
Anyway, so today's episode is gym do's and don'ts, and kind of just an
Yeah.
overall conversation of things that we've learned along the years, right?
Yeah, I also don't have a voice. I have a voice, not a cute one though.
Yeah, kind of bad. Not
Sorry,
gonna
I
lie.
had a 2-day meet at UConn and
Mhm.
I was yelling. I'm a team player.
That's it. Sure. So basically, today we're just gonna talk about things that we have learned. I already said this, but things that we have learned over the past couple years that we think we would have wanted to know earlier, of like just
Yeah.
overall unwritten rules of the gym, or just kind of just our opinions.
Yeah.
But
And whoa.
yeah, we squeaked a little bit.
And
Sorry guys.
we wrote down like physical, like actual tangible things that you can do or you can obviously not do. And we also have like mindset things, which
Yeah.
which are important. Like think about this, don't think about
I
that.
just read the last one. Don't. So we can start with that.
Okay.
So since I'm laughing about this, the first don't. Should we start? We'll do a don't and then a do.
Okay.
So the first don't that we have is don't leave a sweaty bench. AKA clean your equipment after.
Oh my God.
So, okay, I'm gonna be so honest here, like
Be so
brutally
honest.
honest. I don't clean my equipment after every single time I use it, but if I get up and there's a little like swass,
butt stain.
if I get up and there's a little bit of swass, then you gotta wipe it off.
Swass?
Swamp ass.
Oh.
You've never heard of swass?
No, like I've never put it together like that.
Sweat ass, swamp ass. So yeah,
Swass.
guys. So let's say you're a sweaty person. Nothing against that.
No,
You-
especially in the summer.
yeah, you should be sweating in the gym. A lot of people think that that's like gross, but like not
Just clean
gross.
it.
Yeah,
Just don't leave it for the next person, then that's gross.
Yeah, that is gross. But like everyone sweats.
Yeah, you're supposed
and
to.
that's like a stigma where it's like you have to be like in the gym, like
I don't sweat, I sparkle.
oh, okay.
I think I had a shirt like that growing up.
You look like you would.
And I
I'm gonna
think
be-
like it said sparkle and like sparkles.
yeah, that's exactly. I bet your mom bought that for you, Becky. Bought
I
that for
probably
you.
didn't buy it when I was 6.
No, you're so right, but I meant like I bet she was just like, this is so.
She was like,
Kenz.
"This is my daughter."
She claimed you.
All right, so don't leave a sweaty bench. Don't be
All
gross.
right. That's valid. That is a
And
great.
okay, wait, while we're on the topic of like sweat, be hygienic. Like don't like please wear deodorant.
Please wear deodorant. No shame in
No
people.
tea, no shade?
No shame, I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying no tea, no shade.
Oh. No shade, no tea, as you said
Oh my
last
God,
time.
Don't get me going.
So, anyways, no shame in sweating or being, very active. But if you smell from the lack of deodorant or showering, that I would say is a valid don't.
That's a valid don't. That's a valid reason for people to judge you.
Yeah. So far these are kind of just like common sense.
Yeah.
Like we're saying do shower. Do wear deodorant. Don't leave a sweaty bench. But so that was just the first one. So we're going to get to our first do.
Do return your weights correctly.
So this is a big one. I mean, I personally know my gym has like a bunch of signs around where it's like pick up your weights, like
Yeah.
pick up after yourself, put your weights back, especially because it's like it's a gym where there's not like a lot of employees. So it's like it's just the gym goers, like the people going to the gym,
Yeah.
gym goers that are responsible for it. So it's like it kind of does get very messy because not a lot of people put their weights back, which to me
Right.
is just so like it's so crazy to think that people just don't do that because
Yeah.
it's like if you could put them on there, just take the extra 10 seconds to take them off.
Yeah, it's also it gets really bad at school, like in the weight room.
Yeah.
In the athlete weight room, because a lot of athletes feel a little bit entitled and don't think that they have to clean up after themselves, or that if they do, they put it in like the wrong spots, and that irks me so
Yeah.
much. Like I'll spend an extra 10 minutes fixing every rack because it makes me mad.
Yeah. It's also like a little bit of an extra little workout at the end of yours. Like
Yeah, like an extra little pump.
you're building your stamina. Like those things are heavy. Like leg press, I will be
Yeah,
wafting. I will be
throwing.
no, what am I trying to say here?
Picking?
I will be hyperventilating.
Oh,
I don't know.
They meant like throwing the
I don't
weight
know
up.
what the first word I was trying to go for was, but I'll be hyperventilating after just putting the weights back. Don't let that scare you from putting them back. Just use it as like an extra like little calorie burn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's like I would say that's the biggest gym do.
Yeah, just don't be a jerk. Like I
Don't
feel
be
like
a jerk.
that's a jerk
Yeah.
move.
It's quote SpongeBob. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. So anyways, that was Kenz that said that. She just sang. It wasn't me.
Should we do a don't now, or should we go don't do? Wait, did you already ask me that?
Yeah.
Okay. So our next don't.
Don't be inconsiderate to others when taking pictures or videos. Okay, no, this is valid.
Wait, so this goes along with the do.
Okay, what? Oh yeah, do. So this is a little double whammy for you. Do take videos and pictures to check your form and progress, which we've said in the past, but don't get mad at other people when you're trying to do so.
Like say like Gab has a tripod, I don't have a tripod, but like if your tripod is set up, or like if your phone is set up, and someone walks in front of it, like it's an open gym, it's a public space, like
you can't
grow up.
Exactly. Big, Joey Swole?
No.
He's like this guy on TikTok that is like a big advocate for like gym courtesy and stuff. And one of his like biggest things is you can obviously record in the gym. Like so many people are doing it now. It's like
there's nothing wrong with it.
No, obviously. Absolutely not. But if you're gonna like get mad at someone for just walking by,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. It's an open space.
He like stitches videos, and it's like girls like posting a video of someone walking in front of them and then being like, what the heck? And it's like,
but also,
relax.
Let's get into something slightly controversial. Okay. Do you agree with girls posting like, let's say there's a video of like, I've seen this, Joey Swole kind of like talks about it a lot, but let's say a girl like posts a video and like a guy walks by her, not even in front of the camera, has nothing to do with cameras, and they like glance at her and they're like, look at this creep, like he stared at me.
No, I think there's a time and a place.
Yeah,
I think if it's like legitimately like he stops, he makes a comment, he looks at you, and like he points at you. So like if it's something like that, yes, that's an issue. Probably still shouldn't post it. Like maybe you should do something about it rather than posting it.
Exactly.
But like if a guy like just glances, like he probably thinks you're strong, or he's just looking at what you're doing.
Like I zone out, and like I look at people sometimes and I'm like, oh, like because I'm like in between sets, like just, and I'm not just being like, oh, look at
like, or if it's like a new exercise that I haven't seen. Yeah. Like, I mean, that doesn't happen a lot, but like if it does, like I look to see like maybe I should do it.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Don't get mad at people if they're in like the background of your video and they just glance at you. Like don't like be like, oh my gosh, he is so canceled. That's another thing.
Also, I feel like this is like not that important. Not that it's not important, but it's not like it doesn't happen that much. But like if you're recording, try to like not, unless it's like impossible, like the angle's just not working in your favor, try to not get like other people who are also working out in your video because like maybe they don't want to be on camera.
I try to do that a lot. Like I will like put it somehow like in the most absurd like corner, just to like not have people in the background of it. But
I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
No,
but like just in case,
it's just considerate. And also like try not to take up the most amount of room as you can.
Right.
Like, I understand, like, you need, like, the angles and stuff, and you need to, like, get the best video possible. But, like, if you're, like, let's say, like, where you are, and then my tripod is, like, 20 feet over there.
Like, that's just crazy. I know you don't need that
But also, like, the gym that I go to is also very crowded.
Yeah.
So it's, like, I'm trying to put it in, like, such a convenient place. So I don't want to put it in an inconvenient place for someone else. And also like there's times where I've been like mid recording, like when me and Antonio and Jake do the mic'd up sessions, there's times where like people like go to use an equipment like next to where my tripod is. I'm like, oh, perfect. Like don't worry about it. I just moved the tripod. And I'm not like sitting there like this person sucks. Like we're obviously doing something. Just like be mindful of others. That's literally it.
Well, like I said, like you're in a shared public space. Like people have the right to use what's next to you just as much as you do. So, like, just be mindful of that. The next do is actually don't. I don't know why I put it in do.
Wow.
But it kind of goes along with what you were saying.
Don't.
Don't hog equipment.
Yeah. That's a crazy thing.
Like, I get supersetting things and, like superset, yeah, it, like, is efficient and it works. But don't do it if it's super inconvenient. Like, don't do it in an inconvenient way.
Yeah.
Like, don't take up something that's, like, across the gym and something on the other side. If that makes sense, at the same time. Because, like, that's just, like...
But also, one thing that I didn't know was, like, very normal when I obviously first started the gym was, like, people can just ask to work in with you, or you could just ask to work in with someone. Like, it's not weird. Like,
no. I mean, no one's asked me, but, like, if someone asked me, I wouldn't think
someone's
it was weird.
asked me to, like, work in with mostly cable stuff, leg stuff. It could get, like, a little, not weird, but just,
like, a little hairy because, like, the weights and stuff.
Leg press, yeah. Like, if a guy asks to, like, work in for leg press, you just, like, too much, like, weight moving.
Yeah.
So typically you'll just do it for, like, cable stuff. But, like, if someone asks you to work in, it's not, like, them trying to, like, be weird with you.
Right.
It's literally just, like, such a common thing. And, like, also don't be afraid to ask other people to work in if it's, like, such a crazy busy gym.
Right, exactly. Because, like, you using equipment is not taking up space. But if the gym is crowded, like, just be mindful of that. Yeah. Understand that other people are there trying to do the same thing as you. And
yeah, basically all of these are just to be mindful and like considerate of other people in the gym.
So don't hog equipment and do let people work in with you.
Don't hit the table. you have such a bad habit.
I talk with my hands so much. I'm like,
stop. It's gonna be I'm like cringing like hearing this in my headphones. Like it hurts a little bit. So anyways, what was that? Technically a don't?
We are going all over the place.
Yeah. So we're going to do another do.
A do?
Do wear things that make you feel confident.
Yeah. Okay. So this is, I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, please. You go ahead because, I mean, I just want, just so I don't sound dumb, I didn't write all of these. So it's just like, I may not agree with them. So we can have debates.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Okay. So I don't mean wear like a going out outfit to the gym. Please don't do that.
Imagine.
But I just mean like...
I just walk in with leather pants.
No, but I just mean like...
A corset top. Okay, sorry, continue.
Especially on social media, it's very normalized for girls to wear...
Can I just tell people that is not what I wear going out? Like, that was just like the most basic thing. I don't want people to think I'm like going out in like leather pants and corset tops. That's so...
I mean, people do. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just didn't want to be... Yeah. Okay.
So anyways, on social media, it's very normalized for girls to wear like a sports bra and like spandex.
Yeah.
Like shorts or leggings, whatever, to the gym. But like that might not be something that you feel good in, especially if you're just starting to go to the gym and you're not confident in your body.
When I first started the gym, my outfits were atrocious.
Oh, my outfits still are atrocious.
Yeah. I mean, no, I didn't mean to say like your outfits are atrocious, but I was like, I look back at like pictures and videos, which obviously I wasn't as confident with my body as I've progressed, as I've been in the gym longer. Yeah. So like I was just wearing the most out-of-pocket stuff. Right. Which like if that's what you want to wear, you don't have to look great at the gym.
No.
Like there's such a broad spectrum of people, and we're not telling you have to fit in this one category.
Right.
It definitely is a spectrum, but we're just saying wear what you want, and that'll make you feel 10 times more confident, happier.
Yeah. It's like the look good, feel good, do thing do good thing that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like for example, like I'm not the biggest sports bra shorts person just because I don't know, I'll wear it sometimes, but it doesn't make me feel the best.
Okay.
Like it's just not something I'm completely confident in. So like I stray away from that. Like I'll wear like a big shirt over it, or I'll wear like one of my like Lulu zip ups or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes I wear sports bras, but whenever I feel like
it really depends on the day.
It really depends on the day.
Body dysmorphia is a big thing.
Yeah.
And it differs so much day by day.
Yeah, no,
now that it's getting warmer, I'm like happier as a whole. So like I've been experiencing like less body dysmorphia.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Also because I'm tan, and when I'm tan, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Tanner.
Oh my god, I need to show you my shoulders later. They're so tan.
Okay.
Don't.
So, no, well, let's finish that one off.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, wear things that make you feel confident, even if that's a baggy t-shirt, even if that's a sweatshirt, even if that's sweatpants.
A sauna suit?
Whatever you want. Wear whatever makes you feel confident. So, yeah, that's just what I wanted to end it with.
Thank you.
Don't.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Okay.
Okay, so don't do movements just because they're popular.
Okay.
Do you have any initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts is that kind of insinuates don't try new things. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do movements just because they're popular, that could mean that you're telling people not to do effective things just because they don't know the right form.
Okay, no, that's not what I meant. So what I meant when I said that was like if you're doing something, if you're doing a certain movement, like what are they called when you go like this with the two cables?
Oh,
rear
gosh.
delt flies.
Is that it?
Rear delt flies.
Reverse.
Whatever they are.
Reverse? Okay, reverse flies.
Okay, so anyways.
Sorry guys,
like,
we have our
example.
We have our exercise science major in the room next to us, and she just had to give us a little tip. Wow, you would think we like just don't even know a single thing. No, guys, we know stuff.
No, I'm really bad at names.
Same.
I'm really bad at names.
I will just do like what I think it is, like what it should be. I'll be like the tricep kickback reverse pull, like I'll just be saying.
But okay, so like for example, I'm doing that, and I'm just like I've tried it a few times, and I just like can't build a good mind muscle connection to it.
Do you want to finish off, or can I say something?
You can say something.
The one thing that I literally can't get down, and Chuck will like support this, I can't get down like the sweeps. What is it called?
Oh, the straight arm
like
down
pull
things?
downs, lat pull down things. Chuck is laughing at us trying to name exercises right now, but
no,
so,
I know what you mean, because I feel so silly
sweeps.
doing them.
They call them sweeps.
Yeah.
Thank you. I cannot get that down. Like for the life of me.
Yeah.
I once took a video of me doing it. I'm like, that's just so wrong, and I don't know how to fix it. And
I
like,
feel so silly doing them.
it's so
all
funny.
the time.
And then I just like, you have to lean so far forward, so much more than you think.
Yeah, and
so
then
I'm
it
just
feels
like
wrong.
But I do feel it when I do get it right. But I rarely get it right. I very rarely get it right. But that still doesn't scare me away from like trying to like
shouldn't.
figure it out.
It shouldn't scare you away from like trying to figure that out, or just like in general trying new things and new exercises and movements if they're popular. But all I'm saying with that is if you try it a few times, you still like can't get down
Just do
the mind muscle connection. Like there's nothing wrong with sticking to the basics and like sticking to the things that you know are effective.
But there's also variations of like every single workout for every single muscle.
Right.
So it's like, just because I can't do sweeps doesn't mean I can't work out my lats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big fan of the single arm lat
You are a big fan of those.
pulls. I don't. Wow, we need to be exercise science. Yeah, we need to.
No, I'm not being exercise science, but I'll definitely brush up on my terminology.
I'll take an exercise science class or something just for fun.
Okay, have fun.
So yeah, that was the don't do movements because they're popular with an extension of that. So don't do movements if they don't feel correct to you, because there's always other ones to do. But you could always just find someone to teach you the correct form. Like, it's not like it's impossible. Like, I could probably do sweeps if I really put my mind to it one
100%.
day. But, like, it's just I haven't put my mind to it yet.
Well, and if there's just something that, like, you've done it a million times, you're doing the right form, but it's just not something that, like, works for you or not something that you enjoy, like, just don't force yourself to do it just because you see other people doing it. That's basically my last thought.
That's right.
That.
But, oh, my God, I love, like, not watching, but I love when people, like, think of new, show me new exercises, because it's like there's always more to do, and like I do stick to a routine. Like every day of my split, I typically do
around the same things,
about the same workouts and about like the same sets and like reps and stuff, with progressive overload, obviously. But I love when people introduce like new workouts, because it's like it's just something new to try and like perfect, and
it kind of like motivates me to do that day next time, because I want to implement it.
Stop tapping everything. That's crazy. Where was I going? What else was I gonna say? So basically, I love when people introduce new workouts because of the fact where also like sometimes I hit like a new workout and it hits like a muscle I didn't know existed. Like I'll be sore in places I didn't know could be sore the next day, specifically leg day. Like there's a lot of muscles in your butt. A
lot going on.
There's a lot of leg muscles and stuff. We just sound so
moving on
uneducated right now.
All right, so our next do is go in with some kind of plan, especially when you're beginning.
That's a great one, actually. One thing I started off doing is I had a notes app, and I did the basic, like, push-pull legs split, and I had push day exercises. And then sometimes I would have, like, little pictures to remind me what was what, because I'm really bad with names. So, like, over time, I just, like, put together a bunch of chest exercises, and then tri exercises, and then shoulder exercises, and then a different day, back exercises, bicep exercises. And, like, that helped me be so much more confident in the beginning, because it's like, if I went in there and I was lost, I would, like, be in my head
so discouraged,
thinking that people were, like, thinking I'm, like, I don't know what I'm doing, and, like, people were staring at me even though they're not.
Like, not knowing where you're going to go next, and then you finally think of something, and then you go to the machine and it's taken, and you're like, ugh.
Always have a backup plan as well. Like, don't just do, like, always have a backup exercise to do, because gyms, when they're busy, they're brutal when finding equipment.
Also, a huge thing that helped me, I didn't do it in my notes. Justin showed me this app, and I forget what it was called. If I remember it, I could put it in, like, the description or something. But it was this app, and it was, like, when you first sign on, or, like, make an account, whatever it's called, you put in, like, the equipment that your gym has available. And, like, most gyms, like, you would just select all.
Yeah, that's, like, a lot of work.
You know, whatever. Well, no, it was, like, groups of things. It was, like, cables, free weights, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you could go in, and there were, like, a million different options. You could, like, create your own workout from scratch. You could select the muscle groups that you wanted to work out, and then it would give you ideas, and you can, like, put together your own workout that way. So, like, even if you don't really know what you're doing yet, it kind of guides you in the right direction.
All these little hand sounds are just killing me. Like, she's punching her fist, she's hitting the table, she's tapping her nails on the table. Like, what is happening right now? I didn't listen to a word you said just because I was just like...
You know, I completely space out. Like, I don't know what my hands are doing.
You gotta stop. Guys,
it's
I swear,
not something I could just stop.
Her microphone is just, like, so much more sensitive right now. It's just, I'm hearing every little thing that she's doing.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure last episode you hit your microphone 3 different times. Okay. So I don't think you should talk.
But that's not, like, I'm subconsciously doing that. That's just me, like, moving my hand the wrong way. Like, you're just,
talking
like...
with your hands.
You're just...
I like to make music.
All right. So what were you talking about? Have a plan.
No. I was talking about the app.
So yeah. That sounds like a great app, but personally what was easier for me was just notes.
Right.
Just because it was easy to break it up into days. And I slowly, like, just had so many, like, different exercises to do that I was just like, wow.
Well, that's the thing, you could save the workouts on that app.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't, that's not the way, like, everyone works. But it was just, like, it helped my brain figure out the gym more.
Did you have to pay for it?
No.
Wow.
It's free. I'll ask Justin what the name is. I think he still has it, honestly. And and the good thing is it shows you, like, when you click on a workout, it shows you, like, a picture diagram and a video.
Oh my gosh, guys. Another gym do. Look at videos.
Yeah.
Like, look at... I'm the type of person that does it so discreetly. Like, I'll put my brightness...
Oh, me too.
I'll be turning my brightness all the way down.
Do not look at me.
Looking at YouTube, like, how do I do this? But, like, it helps.
It does.
And, like, even though it may feel like it's embarrassing because it's, like, I don't know why there's such a irrational fear of, like, looking like you don't know what you're doing in the gym.
But it's more embarrassing doing the exercise with the wrong form.
Yeah, might as well pull up a video.
Okay, hear me out. Ready? Picture this. You're in the gym. You don't know how to do an exercise, but you won't look it up. So you just do it with the wrong form, and then you pop something in your neck, and you're like,
oh, that was weird. I mean,
like,
that's like an extreme circumstance. Don't, like...
Okay, or you, like...
Why in your neck? Are you doing a neck exercise?
I don't know. That was just the first thing that came to my mind.
Okay. So what I was gonna say...
And then you have, like, a stiff neck, and then you just leave.
Yeah, that would suck. Anyways, what I was gonna say is... Where even were we?
You started talking about something else.
No, we're talking about...
Oh, looking up form videos.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was the whole pop in your neck thing? Anyways, guys, so don't listen to Kenz apparently today.
Ever.
What I'm trying to say is don't have a fear of looking up videos. Don't have a fear of thinking that you're embarrassing yourself in the gym, because I have never once looked at someone and was like, they're doing that wrong. That's crazy. Or they're on YouTube looking up videos.
I've actually never seen anyone look at the video because I just see people on their phone.
Because they probably do it so discreetly too, like I do.
But like no one's looking at your phone.
No, literally. Like you're so right. I don't know why I'll literally be like.
Yeah, as if people are gonna be like.
I'll just be like covering all sides.
Unless you're around Ella.
What? Oh wait, no. Me and Kenzie talk about that all the time. Like how we just always stare at each other's phones by accident.
I was in the weight room today, literally texting. I don't know what. I was texting you, and Ella is on my shoulder, like, and just to be a jerk, I'm like, "What are you doing?" But yeah,
that's funny. Thanks for the story.
Thanks. Anytime. Do you want to do mindset now?
I think we could. Yeah, we can. So this isn't really like some do's or don'ts, but we have just like overall
like ways to think and ways to avoid thinking.
Yeah. So it still ties into do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
So obviously we're big advocates of having the correct mindset and not being, I mean, obviously you are your worst critic, but kind of trying to like
be nice to yourself.
Lessen that and have the mindset have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset.
There we go.
I learned about this actually a lot.
I'm proud of you.
And so I'll tell you guys about it a little bit, honestly.
All right, let's hear it.
So having a fixed mindset is obviously just not encouraging yourself to learn more about things.
Not open to growth.
And exactly. And being kind of like, oh, well, this is how it is, so I can't change it. Whereas a growth mindset is where someone's always looking to learn more, always being like more optimistic. And that ties into not only the gym, but also just like education.
Right.
And just everything that you want to do.
Everything you do
in the future.
And I mean, there are certain moments in life where like it kind of just has to be like it is what it is, but like those are not things that you can control.
But exactly.
But so like if you can control, like I said 2 episodes ago, control the controllables. Like everything that you can control, do it with a growth mindset.
Exactly. Have just a positive mindset. It's so much easier said than done, trust me. We know. But you have to start somewhere. Oh my gosh. And that is the first mindset thing. Everyone starts somewhere.
I know, I wrote that.
Wow. No, I know, but I just like said that in my sentence by accident. So anyways, so one way to have a more growth or positive or optimistic mindset is to realize and understand that everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And we've already touched upon it where it's like in the beginning, you always think that everyone thinks that you're doing something wrong or like everyone's judging you. But literally reality, everyone in the gym started from somewhere.
And that goes both ways. Like you need to think about it like when you're beginning, everyone starts somewhere and like you can't, like don't hold yourself back because you think people are judging you. But then it also goes on the other end. Don't look at someone and judge them because you have to remember everyone starts somewhere.
That's a big thing because there are, let me tell, like the ratio is definitely like very small, but there are some people that are a little judgmental in the gym.
100%.
And if you are one of those people, don't be like that. Everyone starts somewhere.
It's just so rude, but I also think those kind of people are like just the arrogant ones that I don't associate with anyways. Yeah. So it's like, you do you. I don't really care. Like if they want to think something bad about me, go right ahead because I'm not going to associate with you anyways.
Guys, one big thing that I've been telling myself so much recently is we're literally specks of dust on a small rock in an infinite universe. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters. And like, so like don't worry about anything that you do. If it makes you happy, do it. But also, if people are going to be so super arrogant and think they're like above everything, like what are you doing?
Who cares what other people think?
What are you doing?
Who cares what other people think?
They're stupid.
We
don't.
We're on a rock, a floating rock.
We here on Gab with Gab and Kenz don't.
Don't what?
Care what other people think.
Oh, good. So you have to finish that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's a big one. I think we could talk about this forever. That everyone starts somewhere because we obviously were there. We still are kind of there. Yeah. We're not like 20 years into our fitness journey like some people like are.
We know nothing compared to what we're gonna know in 5 years.
Oh, exactly. And that's a growth mindset. We're not just like, oh, this is all that I'm gonna be capable of doing.
Yeah.
So might as well just stop here. No, you are always able to do better, whether it's in the gym, whether it's educational, whether it's with your job. You can always just be, you have to constantly be improving yourself.
Right.
Because, you you always have to be the better version of yourself.
Right.
I'm just quoting all sorts of quotes today.
So,
quoting quotes.
Quoting quotes.
Yeah, sorry.
Quoting quotes with Gab.
Yeah.
So, our next mindset is to remember that goals differ between people.
I have to crack my neck so bad. Okay, goals differ between people. That was a big one. Sorry, guys.
I feel like you're going to die when you do that?
No. So anyways, goals differ between people. And so just because something works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. I think that that's a great one because it also ties into everyone starting somewhere.
Yeah, and it also ties into the don't, where it was like do movements just because they're popular.
Yeah, kind of. But also, it's just like, let's say I worked out for like a month, right? Mm-hmm. And I automatically saw results. Just because just because the way that I did that led to those results, it's so different per person.
Right.
So it's like, just because that someone saw results very quickly doesn't mean that your body's going to be the same.
Right.
But also we've talked about the whole idea of you not being able to like see your progress as well as like other people, if that makes sense. So never compare yourself to other people. That's the moral of this one.
You totally just contradicted yourself because like 3 episodes ago you were like, oh my God, I compare myself.
Oh, but that doesn't mean that I think that it's positive.
No, I'm just saying.
Who do I compare myself to?
No, never mind.
No, I actually don't think.
No, because you were
I don't think I've ever compared myself to someone.
No, not in a bad way, but like how we get competitive.
Oh, but that's like competition.
Okay. Anyways.
That's not contradicting myself. What I'm saying right now is that you can't compare yourself to others because everyone's bodies are different.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at what you're doing and you're running 5 miles a day, I try running 5 miles a day and I don't see the results that you're seeing. Maybe it's just because my body isn't meant to look like that, or it will take longer, or just all of the above. So never compare yourself to other people.
Right.
But if you're in competition with someone and they're like fueling your motivation,
then compare yourself.
Don't compare yourself, but like use it as motivational fuel. You're twisting my words.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I had nothing to say.
Wow, that was crazy. Yeah. I'll just carry this entire podcast, guys.
Oh yeah, you'll carry it. Yep.
So anyways, going back to that, I'm just gonna keep nailing the head.
Nailing the nail on the head.
Yeah, nailing nail on the head until
definitely not
until they understand that everyone is different.
Yeah.
Don't compare yourself to someone. Everyone starts somewhere different. Everyone ends somewhere different. Everything in the middle is different. So never compare yourself to other people.
Thank you, Gab. Next.
Yep. Mic drop.
All right, now we have some mindset don'ts.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Valid.
You love this first one.
Yes, guys, I will talk about this forever because this was the biggest thing that I struggled with.
Did that just blow your mind that I did that?
I just realized that she categorized it as do's, don'ts, and then do mindset and don't mindset. I was just like, why is there 2 mindsets? So anyways, now that that's in the air, she can breathe. Kenz can breathe. So anyways, guys, one thing that I was really challenged with in the beginning was that I thought that lifting would make you bulky. And I think that if I lift too much weight, I'm going to look like a man. Mm-hmm. But you're not, realistically. Lifting is not going to make you bulky. If you're like in an extreme, if you're
a competitive power lifter, or like, what?
No, continue. I'm just don't know where you're going.
If you're like a competitive power lifter, then like you may look a little more.
More what?
Like a little more bulky than others, but that's because... Okay.
I will sit here and debate this with Kenz.
Okay.
Lifting does not make you bulky. No. It will make you look muscular. It can make you look toned. It can make you strong as hell, so you could lift things you never knew you could lift. But it's not going to make you bulky.
Right.
Like, unless you're eating way above your maintenance calories and like going to the like lifting, girls think that you can simply just get bulky from lifting weights.
It's not that easy.
It's really not, trust me.
It's not even that easy to build muscle.
If
like, you have to try so hard to even get, like... Yeah. To where you are. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, thanks. Yeah.
Because you're not... Like, you're muscular.
Yeah.
You're not bulky. And, like, it's taken so much work to get there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right. So, anyways, guys... As I said, I struggled a lot with thinking, like, lifting is going to make me bulky. And sometimes I associate muscles with being manly, but that's really not the case.
I feel like just everyone generally associates it with that, and that's why it has such a bad stigma.
But it's becoming so much more normalized, which I'm such an advocate for, which is why we got to empower women and get them into the weight room.
Right. Go Gains.
Yeah. So yeah, lifting does not make you guys bulky. I will promise you that. Do you think I look bulky?
I just said you don't look bulky.
No, but that's just like an example. Like in my head, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just like, you are your worst critic, as I said already. Yes. And so sometimes I kind of think that I do. But like to other people, they would literally scream at me the opposite.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
What's like the definition of bulky? Or like what's like the blueprint of someone who's bulky? Because I always hear lifting is going to make you bulky, but I don't think I've ever seen, like, I don't know, like, what does bulky actually look like? Does anyone know that?
So do you know when like people bulk?
Yes,
I know that. It would be like
that,
the peak of the bulk. So like people think that they're going to gain weight or just look bigger overall.
Okay.
Just because they're building muscle mass. Let me tell you,
I feel like 50% of the people that say they don't want to look bulky don't know what bulky even looks like.
But let me tell you, lifting weights is not... If you can gain that much muscle mass to make you look what you think is bulky, then that is absurd.
Yeah.
Like, good for you, honestly. Flex that. Right. Go do powerlifting competitions.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, I didn't mean that powerlifters look bad, but I just mean they put on so much muscle mass that, like, I think that's what some people consider to be bulky, but like that's their thing. Like that's their like livelihood for some people.
Do you think I should powerlift?
No.
What? Don't you think I would be so good at that? Like by accident?
Yeah.
Cause like.
But you can't deadlift.
You're right.
I know.
Guys, I got a messed up back. I can't deadlift.
You had to deadlift your packages today.
Oh my gosh, I did. Guys, I got like packages that were actually like 50 pounds each. Not even, like maybe 60.
Right.
And I had to like lift them up.
And they're like, it's not even that you couldn't do the weight. They're like this big.
I had to panda hug them and lift them up. And so I literally couldn't. Not even the FedEx guy was having a good time with them because I watched him through my window chucking them onto our front porch. Meanwhile, they're like energy drinks, guys. So they're probably carbonated. And so I'm so scared to open all of them.
They'll be fine now.
He sauced them onto my porch. And then I go out there trying to lift the first one thinking it was fine because he just like tossed them like they were like pillows. Tossed, sorry.
What, are you from New York?
Yeah, I would. That's something I would make fun of Chuck for. Tossed. Anyways, he literally tossed them. So I went out there thinking like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
The first one, easy because it was elevated. The second one, I actually had to like crouch down and like panda hug it and like try and lift it up. And it was all back. And I was like, wow, that was crazy.
So moral of the story, Gab can't deadlift.
Yes, I can't deadlift because
so she can't power lift.
Because I have scoliosis and my lumbar vertebrae, my last 3 lumbar vertebrae are very unaligned, and my atlas, which is your very first vertebrae of your neck, I think, something like that. I didn't take anatomy yet, guys.
Yet?
I don't have to take it technically.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Your very first vertebrae, your atlas. Mine is extremely unaligned, like to the point where my chiropractor almost like kind of gasped out loud. She actually kind of scared me.
Gasp.
She was like, no, she really did. She was like, I've only seen one other person with that unaligned of an atlas before ever. She was like, I don't want you running. I was like,
you're like, ma'am, I run track.
Well, I was like, that's when I was playing soccer still, running track, indoor, outdoor, and then getting into the gym. So I was just like, you're going to hate me.
You're like, babe, sorry.
And I never went back. So anyways, I can't deadlift. Maybe I can. I don't want to say the word can't because I can do anything.
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't.
From a doctor, You shouldn't. But if you could do powerlifting competitions and just like scratch
Don't you, right?
and scratch deadlift, I think you could do it.
Right? Not to hype myself up, guys, but I think that I'm like pretty strong for like my size.
Yeah, you are.
So guys, moral of the story is let me know if I should power lift and just ignore the stereotypical back complications.
Okay. So our last
So lifting doesn't make you bulky.
No, it doesn't. So our last one.
Oh, this is just an excuse.
Yeah.
So
This is like a mindset excuse.
Yeah, so don't think or don't tell yourself that you don't have time to work out.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
You have 20 minutes to set aside.
Like, I bet Elon Musk probably still has time to work out if he wants to. And that man's
Elon Musk definitely has time to work out.
You think? Yeah. I thought, doesn't he do like a billion, trillion different things?
Probably, but I don't think he actually does it. I think all of his little minions do.
Oh, well, that's
controversial.
Yeah, whoa. Anyways,
sorry, my bad.
Sorry, Elon Musk didn't mean to offend
Elon
you.
Shuts off my Amazon account.
Our podcast is just canceled, removed from all platforms. Anyways, yeah, so saying you don't have time to work out is such an excuse. I tell myself I'm so busy like every single day, but I still make time for like 2-hour gym sessions.
Yeah, and what I mean by this is like you don't have to be in the gym for 2 hours. You don't have to be in the gym for 1 hour. You don't have to be there for 45 minutes. Like literally just, even if you don't go to the gym, like do a little ab circuit in your house. Do a little body weight something for like throw on a 20-minute YouTube video and just do that. A 10-minute one. Like
if it's nice outside, go for a leisurely walk.
Yeah.
Like we're not asking for a lot. Just you always have time for something.
Yeah, and telling yourself that you don't have time for it is just limiting your possibility of like
improving.
Yeah.
And growing as a person.
Yeah. And it also makes you, I feel like that leads to you having a negative connotation of the gym.
Yeah.
And like making the gym a negative space. Yeah. Like a made up definition.
Like a negative ideology of the gym.
Yeah.
One thing that I talked about today, not talked about, but like I posted it on my story, is that this goes with like not having time to work out. So I kind of like told myself I didn't have a lot of time to work out today. And so I tried waking up early and I did wake up early, but then I kind of just like lollygagged in the morning as I usually do and still got to the gym at the same time as I normally do when I don't have a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I purposely set extra time to go to the gym, but I didn't go at that time. So when I walked into the gym, I was kind of just like mad at the world. Not really mad at the world, but just like
in a bad mood.
Stressed and just mad. And then I hit my little leg day. I still spent like an hour and 45 minutes there because you know what? I allowed myself to have a little bit of extra time. I still got home, showered, went to class.
But you didn't have to spend an hour 30 minutes.
No, I didn't have to.
Like, you could have gotten that done in a reasonable amount of time.
Exactly.
You just like to lollygag.
But no, what I was going to say is that I walked in there with such a negative mindset and like negative mood. And whoa, all of a sudden, No Role Models by J. Cole starts playing and everything's okay.
Everything's great.
And so the gym and music and just you're always in your own head. And like it takes one thing to just like get you in a better mood. And for me, that was the gym today and just like listening to music. And so if let's say you do make the time to work out, it's going to benefit you, whether it's physically, mentally, it's going to benefit you. So put aside that time.
Yeah.
Like no one is busy 24 hours out of the day. Mm-hmm. Let's be real. As long as you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, go to the gym. Right. Find 30, 45 minutes. Instead of scrolling on TikTok for an hour, 30, 45 minutes, go to the gym.
Right.
Do something.
Wake up early, like you just said. Like if you don't have time during the day,
wake up earlier.
Go to sleep a little earlier the night before.
And wake up earlier. Exactly. So
like Justin, every single day, he wakes up at 5:30, goes to the gym at 6.
Yeah, people that do that are
like
crazy.
Gets in the he's a guy, so he doesn't need a lot of time to get ready. Gets in the gym by 6. And then he's done by 8 and gets to his 9 a.m.
That's crazy because when I do that, the like few times I've gone super early with Chuck, I've felt so good having the entire day ahead of me.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have so much more time than you think because you're not getting up late.
Yeah.
Like by the time that you go to the gym and get out, it could be 8 a.m. I would still be sleeping for 2 hours and then going to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the days where the gym felt the best for me have been early morning sessions. Now, am I the best at that? No.
Are you working on it?
Am I working on it? 100%.
There you go.
Like today, I woke up and I was more like energized than I normally am. And so I ate breakfast before the gym. That's why I kind of still went at like the same time anyways. But like doing things that create more time for you to like work out and like have work, like do other like side jobs, you know what I'm saying? Side gigs, like my schoolwork.
Side hustles.
Exactly. There's always enough time in the day, which it may not feel like it, but I promise, set aside 30 to 45 minutes and you'll be fine. You'll feel better. You'll have a better day overall.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promise it, but like if you have that growth mindset we're talking about,
it just sets you up for success.
Exactly. Set yourself up for success in the morning. Speaking of like what Justin does, I have a friend that he'll literally like wake up, like he has like, let's say he has a 12-hour shift of work. He will literally wake up at 4 a.m, go to the gym, get his gym session in, still make it to work by 7 a.m, there until 7 p.m, eats his dinner, relaxes before bed. So like that's just such a big example of like if you want to, you will.
Yeah.
And if you make excuses that you're not going to, you're not going to. And so mindset is such a big factor.
That is something that I need to work on this summer because
Same.
when I have doubles at the restaurant,
Oh,
it's really hard for me to get into the gym.
that's going to be a big reality check
then
for
I'm
me.
also like
going back into.
I'll make an excuse and be like, oh, I'm going to be so tired. Like if I go to the gym and like work out and then work
I would
a double,
say that too.
But it's an excuse.
It's such an excuse because like I'll be so much more energized throughout the day. And like I tell myself I'm going to like crash at the end of the day. I don't.
You don't.
Because like you're always going at work.
Well, that's the thing. It goes by so fast.
Yeah, exactly. More snapping and hitting the table.
Right.
More hand noises from Kenz.
All right.
I mean,
do you have anything else to say?
No, that's about all that we have. Obviously, we are big advocates of growth mindsets. That's a big takeaway from today. Yep. Ooh, do you have a motivational quote?
If you give me 5 seconds, I can think of one.
We need to start pre-planning these because last time it was the podcast where it like cut off a little bit. So thank God you guys didn't hear me like have an absolute brain fart. But the last time we tried this, I could not think of one. And I said the dumbest thing I've ever said in my entire life.
Yeah, no, it was awful.
I don't even remember what it was.
Like a motivational, it's not going to be a quote because I actually don't know how to format it at all in words. So I'm just going to talk it out. I'll try to help you. Okay. You are the only person that you are going to have 24/7, 365 until the day you die.
Okay.
So like make yourself a priority and make like your life a good one. Make your happiness a priority.
I agree with that. That goes back to mindset. You have to put yourself first.
Yeah.
Even if it sounds selfish, always put yourself first.
Yeah.
And you'll be bettering yourself. Growth, mindset. That's the biggest takeaway from today.
Do you have a quote?
I do not have a quote, and I'm not going to try and think of one because I will sound like an absolute toddler. Like,
okay.
Or
so
like
do
a
we want to
baby getting her first words out.
We want to use that one that I just gave.
Yes. That's a great one.
We're definitely going to work on that.
You are your worst critic. Critic. Why did I think there was a T at the end of it? Wow. Crazy. I sound very dumb today.
Yeah,
like,
this is a bad one for you.
No thoughts behind my eyes today. like the brain not braining. But
that's
anyways, so I guess my little thing to leave you with, as I've said 5 times already, is try working on having a growth mindset. It's a lot easier said than done, but it will benefit you in the long run. And put yourself first. Be selfish sometimes. Yeah. Anyways.
Guys, we started a TikTok. And our first 3 videos kind of did really well. The 4th one, my bad.
We're not.
I posted at a bad time.
She posted 2 in one day. Meanwhile, we only had these 2 to post.
2 in one day is good. But yeah, no, I got really excited about that one, and I posted it and only got like 30 likes.
And it was literally just us laughing,
which
us
I
being
thought
dumb.
Was so funny, but I guess other people don't. But our first 3 got like actually kind of did well.
Yeah.
So go check them out.
Yeah.
We'll post some from today, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll get on that.
Go follow it. It's Gab and Kenz podcast, which is
that what I was going to check what it was?
It's an awful name, but just like go check it out.
TikTok
see what it's about.
limits your characters, okay? So we had to do Gab and Kenz podcast. Exactly. Gab and Kenz podcast doesn't really fit in TikTok guidelines or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then on other socials, follow my Instagram at mackenzie.glenn.2.
Follow my Instagram and TikTok. They are both GABBIES_fitness. That's Gabby S Fitness.
And my TikTok is just mackenzie.glenn.
Yeah, hers are different. It's weird. So anyways, thanks for listening to this episode, guys. If you have any ideas of like things for us to talk about, literally send them our way.
Yeah, we'll probably post a thing on our Instagram for like ideas, questions, comments, concerns.
Let us know if you guys want just like a little Q&A session,
Yeah.
like of us just answering whatever questions you guys have. But if none of you care about that, just let us also know that.
Yeah.
So anyways, thanks for listening, guys. That was Gab with Gab and Kenz. Say your peace, love stuff.
You mean it?
Yeah, go.
Peace, love, happiness.
She always says that, and if she doesn't, I thought she would cry. Anyways, bye, guys.